A fake Windows error screen that installs malware when you try to fix it, QR codes in emails that steal credentials, and hackers using AI to break into your systems faster than ever before. If you think cybersecurity is just an IT problem, you're about to find out why 2026 could be your most dangerous year yet. Stay with me because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you the 6 threats you absolutely cannot ignore this year. I'm Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Live Technical Support, and I'm about to give you the cyber threat rundown for this week. We're going to go over the biggest, most critical cybersecurity threats that you need to know about. No tech jargon, just what you need to know to protect your business and personal devices. This week, we're covering everything from nation-state attacks that increased tenfold to a major automotive manufacturer brought to its knees by hackers, to critical flaws in backup systems that could cost you everything. And stick around until the end because I'll reveal the top 6 cyber threats will define 2026 and what you can do about them starting today. Let's start with something truly devious. Picture this: you're working on your computer and suddenly, boom, the dreaded blue screen of death appears. Your Windows computer crashes or appears to have crashed, and there's a helpful message telling you exactly how to fix it. So you do what it says. You follow the instructions, and congratulations, you just installed malware yourself. This is called a click fix attack, and it's one of the nastiest social engineering tricks we've ever seen. Hackers are creating fake Windows crash screens that completely look legitimate. When you try to fix the problem by following their instructions, you're actually giving them access to your system. Here's what makes this so dangerous. It bypasses all your technical defenses by targeting the human element. Your antivirus can't protect you if you're willingly running the malicious code. The lesson: if your computer crashes or shows an error, don't follow the instructions from the error message itself. Restart your computer, and if the problem persists, call an IT professional. Now let's talk about something sitting in your home or office right now that could be a ticking time bomb: your router. This week we learned that hackers are actively exploiting a flaw in legacy D-Link DSL routers. Now, we warned you about this flaw when the notice first came out. If you're still running older D-Link routers, attackers could take complete control of it and you'd never even know it. But it gets even worse. There's a new threat called Chemwolf Android Botnet that's specifically targeting devices behind residential proxies. What does this mean in plain English? Hackers are using infected Android devices to break into internal networks, networks that most people assume are safe because they're inside their home or office. And if you're using Cisco switches in your business, there's a DNS client bug causing devices to get stuck in a reboot loop, potentially taking your entire network offline. Here's the bottom line. That router you installed 5 years ago and forgot about, it's probably vulnerable. When was the last time you updated its firmware? Do you know how to update the firmware? If not, or you can't remember, that's a problem. Imagine your business gets hit by ransomware. All your files are encrypted. Your operations are frozen. But you're not worried because you have backups, right? Now imagine discovering that your backup system itself has been compromised. This week, new vulnerabilities were discovered in Veeam Backup Server that exposed them to remote code execution attacks. Veeam is one of the most popular enterprise backup solutions out there. If hackers exploit these flaws, they can attack the very system you're counting on to save you. And it's not just Veeam. HPE OneView has a maximum severity flaw that CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, says is being actively exploited. Trend Micro's Apex Central console has a critical remote code execution flaw. Even N8N servers have a maximum severity vulnerability called Nightmare that lets hackers hijack them completely. The pattern here is clear. The tools we rely on for security and recovery are themselves becoming targets. It's like finding out the fire extinguisher in your building is filled with gasoline. If your businesses rely on these systems, you need to patch them immediately. And if you're not sure whether you're vulnerable, that's exactly where we can help you determine whether you're vulnerable or not. Coming up, the car company that lost 43% of its wholesale volume because of a cyber attack, and why QR codes might be the new favorite weapon of North Korean hackers. But first, let's talk about what happens when cyber attacks aren't just theoretical threats, when they cause real financial damage to real companies. Jaguar Land Rover just reported that their wholesale volume dropped 43% following a cyber attack. Think about that. Nearly half of their wholesale business gone because of hackers. That's not just an IT problem, that's an existential threat to the business. Sedgwick, a major company with government contractor subsidiaries, confirmed a data breach. Brightspeed, a U.S. broadband provider, is investigating breach claims, and Illinois Department of Human Services suffered a data breach affecting 700,000 people. Even cloud file sharing sites, the tools we use every day to collaborate and share documents, are now being targeted for corporate data theft attacks. Here's what business owners need to understand. These aren't isolated incidents. This is the new normal. The question isn't, will my business be targeted? It's, am I prepared for that when it happens? And for our viewers in the crypto and blockchain space, there's a new Go Brute Forcer attack wave specifically targeting your industry. So stay vigilant. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger pattern that should concern everyone. First, Taiwan is reporting that China's cybersecurity on its energy sector increased tenfold. That's not a typo. 10 times more attacks on critical infrastructure. This is nation-state cyber warfare, and it shows us where things are headed. Speaking of nation-states, the FBI is warning about North Korean hackers, specifically Kimsuku Group, using QR codes to phish U.S. organizations. You scan an innocent-looking QR code and suddenly attackers have access to your credentials. It's that simple. And there's a new China-linked hacker group breaching telecommunications companies using edge device exploits. Our communication infrastructure is under attack now. But here's something that should terrify every business owner. Hackers are now using generative AI to accelerate identity attacks against Active Directory, the systems most businesses use to manage user accounts and permissions. AI is making attacks faster, smarter, and harder to detect. We're also seeing attacks target misconfigured proxies to paid AI services, basically stealing access to premium AI tools to use in their attacks. Are you worried about AI-powered cyber attacks, or do you think the threat is overblown? Drop a note in the comment section below. Now let's talk about some vulnerabilities that might seem technical but affect everyday users. There's a critical flaw in JSPDF, a widely used tool for generating PDFs that lets hackers steal secrets through generated PDF files. If your business creates PDFs for clients, invoices, or reports, this may affect you. OwnCloud, a popular file sharing platform, is urging users to enable multi-factor authentication after reports of credential theft. If you're using OwnCloud and haven't enabled MFA, do it today. In fact, we recommend using MFA for whatever application you have, as long as that application supports it. And if it doesn't, you might want to look for an application that does support MFA. And here's something developers need to know. VS Code IDE forks are exposing users to attacks through recommended extensions. Even the tools programmers use to write code are becoming attack vectors. There are also critical flaws in Cisco's Identity Service Engine, with exploit code now available. VMware EXSI has zero-day vulnerabilities. That means that they're being actively exploited right now, and they have been exploited for the past year before anyone discovered them. The takeaway: vulnerabilities exist everywhere, often for months or even years before they're discovered. The software you're using right now might have a security hole that hackers are already exploiting. And that's why it's important to have ring fencing that prevents the programs you're using from doing things they're not designed to do. Okay, not everything this week is doom and gloom. Microsoft canceled its plans to rate limit exchange online bulk email, which is good news for businesses that rely on email marketing. And NordVPN denied breach claims, saying attackers only have dummy data. So if you're a NordVPN user, you can breathe a sigh of relief, at least if they're accurate in what they're reporting. But now, let's get to what you've been waiting for. Security experts have identified 6 major threats that will define 2026. These aren't hypothetical, they are clear and present dangers. Threat number 1, AI-powered attacks. Hackers are using artificial intelligence to scale their operations, automate reconnaissance, and launch more sophisticated attacks faster than ever. Threat number 2, supply chain compromise. Attackers are targeting software vendors and software providers to compromise multiple victims at once. If your vendor gets hacked, you get hacked. Threat number 3, ransomware evolution. Modern ransomware doesn't just encrypt your data, it steals it first and threatens to publish it. Even if you pay, your data is still compromised. Threat number 4, cloud vulnerabilities. As businesses move to the cloud, misconfigurations and cloud-specific vulnerabilities are creating new surface attacks. Threat number 5, identity-based attacks. Passwords aren't enough. Hackers are targeting authentication systems directly, bypassing traditional security measures. Threat number 6, critical infrastructure targeting. Power grids, water systems, telecommunications, everything that keeps society running is under attack by nation-state actors. These 6 threats will shape the cybersecurity landscape in 2026. The businesses that survive and thrive will be the ones that take proactive steps now. So what do you do about all this? How do you even determine whether any of this is applicable to you? Well, that's where a faster PC can come in. We do protect businesses and individuals in Florida's Treasure Coast and South Florida. Make sure that your systems are secure and protect your systems from hackers and attacks. If you're out there and you need a little bit of help making sure that you have the updates installed, making sure that you have the cybersecurity covered, making sure that your system is protected, you need a faster PC. You can give us a call at 772-878-5978, 772-878-5978, or visit our website, afasterpc.com. At our website, you can schedule a free discovery call with me and also download a free cybersecurity report that will give you information on how important it is to make sure that your systems are protected. That's it for this week's Cyber Threat Rundown. If you found this information valuable, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our next update. The final question for comments: which of these threats concerns you most? Let me know below. Stay safe out there, and remember, in cybersecurity, the best defense is staying informed. And remember, when you have or want to prevent cybersecurity problems, you need a faster PC.